I'm Soyini Fraser, and you are watching Intoxicated, the show. Remember to drink responsibly, but more importantly, never drink and drive unless you're drinking water. Cheers! I don't got a single
sober vein in my body. Good evening, network, good evening, YouTube land, good evening, all of social media. Welcome to yet another episode of Intoxicated, the SipNChat Show, the online commercial-free podcast, whereby we only promote local talents and locally consumed beverages. You know, tonight we have a special guest in the house. You know, she's not just special, but she's also very, very charming, beautiful. You know, for those of you who may not know who she is, I'll just give her the floor and allow her to introduce herself.
Thanks, Jamal. Good evening, everyone. I am Soyini Fraser, the reigning Miss Universe Guyana, also a member of the Sisterhood Television, where we give you everything that's hot and juicy in a woman's mind and just an all-around good person at heart.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's what's the word? Traditional for me to kiss every female song because I actually did it with a shaka and everybody else started complaining about it.
Thank you.
You actually just introduced yourself as if you was answering a question for one of the YouTubers. That was
it's something that you can't turn off. At the minute that a mic is here or a camera is like, hi, I am Soyini.
So I want to see that again. So you're gonna do it on a different, like with in a different concept. If you were to sell yourself right now to the world, how would you sell yourself in one pitch? What would be your sale pitch?
I am Soyini Fraser, hailing from the South American gem, a land of marvelous.
What? You're so good at
This is what I do though. Like it just rolls off.
Wow.
Remember, I just spent almost an entire month in the Philippines selling Guyana to the world.
That is, like you're a natural. So it's traditional for us to take a shot. We already started drinking. We already got a drink, but it's traditional for us to take a shot at the beginning of the show because you know alcohol stimulates conversation. And if you don't drink, you can die from thirst. And we ain't trying to have you dying from thirst on the show. So which one would you like to try?
Coconut rum.
Coconut rum, yeah. This is actually my favorite.
Really?
What?
It's like a little sweet, but I like it though.
This is like the best thing that's happened to Guyana.
Yeah. The best thing that's happened to Guyana?
Yeah, ever since we gained
independence. Since I'm on your show, I'll agree with
you. Yeah, I'm in love with this. So cheers to just being you. Yes. Super dope female. So you said you just actually came back from what was that? You're such a girly girl. Like
I'm not really I wouldn't describe myself as a girly girl. None of my friends would, but people that don't know me would say, "Oh my God, she's so girly." No, I'm not.
So let's just get right into it. You know, tell us, for somebody like myself who's basically literate when it comes to pageantry, what are some of the responsibility that someone would have? You know, some of the responsibilities and some of like the discipline that someone would have to basically have in order to be involved or pursue that crown.
The most important thing I always tell people is that you have to be a strong person. The world of pageantry is not for the faint of heart. Some of the prettiest girls in this world are uglier than Dracula. And that is a fact. Like, they will do some things that will throw you off your game. But then when you look at the things that you have right in you, your entire country, some girls, their countries send them up. This is what they've trained for since they were 5 years old. So you can understand why they're a little nasty. But one of the most important things is having your head on, making sure you love Guyana. If you don't love Guyana, then stay home and let somebody who loves this country promote this country. You know, there's so many beautiful things about Guyana that we can show the world, apart from the headlines that we usually have. And to just have fun with it. Like, don't take it too seriously. Don't make it look like, oh my God, I have to pass this. You know, they want somebody who's natural, who's comfortable in their own skin, and most of all, who can touch people without actually saying a word.
That's a fact. I'm actually happy that you mentioned the part about, you know, kids, girls in precisely, basically dreaming of entering pageantry since they was 5 years old and stuff like that. You know, I'm a writer. You know, I've written a couple of books, and personally, if there were some kind of international all into the pageant zone, if there were some kind of international literacy competition, and you know, basically Guyana was taking part of it, and the government or whoever is in charge of sending those people to represent Guyana would just pick some random person who's never written a book, who's never written an article, who has absolutely no background kind of experience when it comes to writing to represent Guyana on an international level like that. I would feel offended and I would speak out about it. Over the past few years, I don't know if you noticed it. I'm sure you have noticed it, but we have seen a couple of females went and represent Guyana on that international level where pageantry is concerned, who had absolutely no background, no kind of experience when it comes to pageantry. How does that make you feel, being that you would have given a fraction of your life to this career?
For me, everybody has dreams. Everybody has goals. Who am I to say that this person does not deserve to be there or they shouldn't be there? But what I would say is that I hope when people take the step to represent Guyana in anything, that they're prepared. Because one of the things that I've found in the pageantry arena is that most people swear we're somewhere in Africa.
That's a fact, yeah.
And then when you're dark skinned and your hair is as hard as mine, they swear you're from Africa. So you have to deal with the Jim Jones thing, and then you have to deal with some ignorant people who have no idea where you're from. Mm-hmm. Then our accents are different. People will say, oh, y'all adopt Jamaica's culture. No, we did not.
No, we didn't.
So those are the things that I would always kind of want to know if they're prepared for. But like I said, if that's their dream, that's something that they have on their bucket list, who am I to say that they shouldn't? That doesn't mean you don't feel some type of way.
Listen, but how do you feel as somebody who's actively involved in this?
Sometimes you feel some type of way. But then you just have to say, you know what? If this person is going to represent Guyana, I can't stop it. So the most I can do is throw my full support behind them and pray to God they don't embarrass us.
But don't you think they will embarrass us? Being that they don't have...
On the contrary. To me, when you love what you do, in any given area, you put your best foot forward. That may not say that somebody else would have done a better job.
But I don't think it's possible for somebody to just get up in April and decided they want to be in pageantry and go represent Guyana in August.
I'm sorry.
Is that possible?
Donald Trump is president, sir.
No.
Anything is possible in this world.
Case closed. Yeah, case closed.
End of argument.
Yeah, end of argument. So tell us,
what I'm saying.
where did you grow up? End of argument.
End of argument. I grew up in
Anything
South.
Anything is possible. In South?
Yeah, South Rhineville.
I'm kidding, from South is get blow.
Everybody's get blowing Guyana part.
What part of South?
Spurwing Drive.
Spurwing. And what are some of the schools that you would have attended while growing up here in Georgetown?
I started out nursery at Mays School.
Mays, okay.
And then I went to Mr. Success's class when I used to teach at West Rhineville. Then I went to Queen's College. I did a tenure at Life Christian University where I had my first degree. So I've done a few things here and there academically.
Queen's College, right?
Yes.
QC. Popular school. So what are some of your favorite memories coming from Queen's College?
Sports time. To me, the heats were more important than sports because the heats, like, everybody would come out in the gears and, like, it would be serious rivalry. And then sports, it comes and it finishes. But 2 weeks of heats you lived for that time.
So what was the sports activity that you used to take part in? Was it running?
I did track and field. So
track and field?
Yeah.
Okay.
100 meters, 200 meter was my thing. Medleys for the races and shot put, discus, javelin. And that was it. Like, I loved being on the field.
Just like a tomboy?
Yes. That's why I say I would never describe myself as a girly girl, even though I can do this in under an hour. I still describe myself as a girly girl.
So tell me, if you had to change one thing in the Queen's College curriculum while you was going there, what would that be and why would you change that?
What I would change that in third form, I literally did almost 12 to 14 subjects. Like, they made you do certain things. I understand the need for a foreign language, but I don't think it should be mandatory.
Okay.
I had to do French. I did feel French at TXC.
No, but I think but at least one foreign language should be mandatory because, it's an advantage when you are bilingual. Especially since Spanish is universal.
I did French from 1st to 5th form. Ask me a question. Well, you probably don't know French, but the point is, it's 5 years of my life that it's like...
Mademoiselle, what is Mademoiselle?
It means miss.
Miss. I know something.
Like, I know words,
Sir
but
France.
I can have a little chit chat. But if somebody asks me something serious, like,
So what about Spanish? You never tapped into that Espanol?
Actually, for me, I think French is the sexiest language ever. So I just wanted to focus on French. I can understand people when they're speaking Spanish, but the minute I open my mouth, it sounds like blah, 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 blah.
You're a natural. You're not even bending your back. Like, relax. This is
No.
intoxicated. She's just...
The camera's on. You know, it comes naturally.
So at 14 years old, who was Soyini Fraser aspiring to become?
Oh my God. Actually, some of my friends tagged me in a photo the other day. I'm like, why don't you people just burn this? Like, why is this still out there? I actually wanted to be a lawyer.
A lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mind you, at 14, I was in the agri stream.
Yeah.
Because I like farming, I like watching things grow, love to do things with my hands. But at the same time, I saw so many things wrong with this world. And I wanted to be one of the people who had some kind of authority to help weed out these little misfits here and there.
So what changed? What changed that aspiration of becoming a lawyer? Her life,
changed?
Basically, you know,
it's like something I still want to do. Because you know you can do it at any age, but it's like it's on the list. It's just not
priority right now.
It's not.
You're dealing with this right now. I
fell in love with pageantry and the fashion world and so many other things, and those are the things that I want to help because I think I can make a greater difference immediately. You know, like a grassroots level. Because that's me. I'm a one-on-one type of person.
Okay. So it's time for us to take another shot. Is there anything you would like? Yeah, definitely.
Coconut rum again?
No, we can't repeat.
We can't repeat? Is there a rule against
We cannot repeat, man. We cannot repeat. You're going to cheat and then you're going to make the viewers blast me.
Well, this has coconut in it. So.
Yeah. So...
This definitely is a SipNChat show.
Yeah, intoxicated.
We literally just had a shot.
So what are we going to cheers on?
To having more than one goal in life.
Definitely. Multidiscipline. Smooth, right? Yes. And a lot of people don't understand that, like, you know, this generation, we are basically the millennials. We believe in different different disciplines. Like, this is the multidiscipline era whereby, you know, we don't just succumb ourselves to become just one person or just follow one profession. You know, we might be a TV host and we might go into pageantry, we might be a little photographer. And it's perfectly normal. This generation believes in psychics, you know. So, cheers.
One of the things I love most about being in this generation is that you can't look, like, you look at me, you see this bald-headed girl for now.
Beautiful bald-headed girl.
And you think that, oh, I know what she's supposed to be. Then you see me on a stage with long flowing hair.
Yep.
Then you see me in the countryside helping.
Farming.
Yeah, like, you just don't know. And I like that. Like, you can never actually judge a book by its cover and be right.
Yeah, your platform on the Miss Universe pageant was basically dealing with the elderly.
Yeah.
Could you give us a rundown of the different initiative that you would have done since becoming the 2016 Miss Guyana Universe, whereby this platform is concerned?
Okay. First off, my platform was enhancing the lives of elderly Guyanese citizens.
Yeah.
And I chose it because there's so many things that you see during pageantry, teenage pregnancy. While it is a pressing issue, haven't we done that for the last 100 years?
Definitely.
You know what I mean? There's so many other things. And when I looked around, I saw that there was a need in the geriatric community. Like, nobody's paying them any mind. And at the end of the day, they built the society that we so love today. If they didn't do what they did, then we wouldn't have what we have. However great or little it was, they did it and we have it. So I decided to team up with Food for the Poor, team up with Hits and Jams Foundation, the Keem Foundation, and as well my family's foundation, Lady Fraser Foundation for Empowerment. And we, as the group of 2016 for the Miss Universe, we went to the Palms. I've also done things with Archer's Home. That is, to me, one of the joys about it. Like, you get to go there and I sat at dinner time with them. And the stories that you hear, never mind some are a little senile and they may tell you one story 3 times in half hour. But the joy that you see on their faces when they realize that somebody is not just there but listening and attentively and care, like there's no price to that. There really isn't. And that's something I'm actually pursuing because we want to, my family's foundation and I, institute in the homes that don't have like a once or twice a month recreational activity, like a little concert. I spoke to some of my friends and they're on board. It's just to get the full permission from the governing bodies of these homes. And I really, really want to pursue this because, like I said, they built this society. Whether we appreciate it or not, this is what we have from them. This is their legacy.
You just actually mentioned Lady Fraser Empowerment.
Lady Fraser Foundation.
What exactly is Lady Fraser Foundation of Empowerment, and what exactly is your role within this organization? Did I say it right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. My mother is Dr. Deborah Fraser, and she started. She's not going to be happy, but yes, she started this foundation several years ago because my father died when I was like 9 years old, and when we were coming up, there were several families that helped us. Like somebody paid for my 10 subjects at CXC and things like that, but the position they are in life, even though we're better now, we can never actually repay them. So she decided to start this foundation to help somebody else who may be going through hard times, whether it's a child, a family, or an old elderly person. So what we do, we team up with overseas ministries and foundations. Like we're expecting.
You can talk one day.
Like we're expecting supplies for school time, and so we're gonna partner with Food for the Poor again. And we go into places like Cane Grove, like way in Mahaica.
You was actually there last night or yesterday.
That's why we're doing this today. So yeah, we do things like that, and we help reach the people who you never see, who are so far that they don't think people know they're there.
They're okay.
And stuff like that. And it's the look on their faces when they're like, you don't look like us. Like, you're not the same ethnicity. Most people are accustomed to it being a kind of race for race thing in Guyana. And we're trying to break those barriers. I think all non-governmental organizations and charity organizations in Guyana are trying to show that we don't have to look like you to help you. Because at the end of the day, we're all Guyanese. Definitely. We all have one set of blood.
One set of blood.
At least that's how I see it.
One people, one nation, one destiny. You just actually mentioned some experience that you would have gained from going to these elderly homes and stuff. Would you mind sharing some of those with us?
All right. So there was this, like, one of the things I appreciate the most is those old, strict women. The type that if she saw me in this thing without sleeves, and I would be like, where you going, child? You don't have mother? You want the husband? You see you got a ring on your finger? Things like that I find hilarious. So when we served them lunch at the Palms, there was an old studious lady. And I gave her lunch and I sat next to her and I saw she wasn't eating. So I'm like, you're not hungry? She's like, child, so you expect me to sit down here and eat when you're not eating? Wow. I have manners. That is bad manners. If you don't want to eat and you're sitting here, then I can't eat. And I'm like, what year is this? But they teach you like certain social graces that are dead. Definitely. And the stories in life. Like one old lady, she was telling me that when she was younger, she didn't actually take care of her children the way she should have. Okay. Like, she went she own thing, she follow man here, there, and everywhere. And now that she's older, they take your house and they throw she in the palms. She has all her senses, she can hold a good conversation. She's like, you know why I don't fight them? Because I know I did that to them. Okay. So if they want to do this to me, no biggie. Yeah. But at the end, to me, that's not right.
Redemption, first step to redemption is awareness.
Yeah.
At least she's at peace. So tell me, at what age did you decide that, what, I want to be able to take part in pageantry? I want to do this. I
did this so late. Like, all these teen pageants and are cute, but I didn't do it. Okay. Because my mother is a pastor. Like, you do not want to you do not want to mess with Dr. Deborah Fraser. Like, trust and believe. So I started when I was 19.
19? That's late.
Yeah, she can't tell me nothing. I could vote now, friend.
Yeah.
I mean, I still live in your house, but technically I'm an adult. The law says so. So I did Miss Earth Guyana first, and I actually did that on a dare because my friend Melissa Payne, who's done so many wonderful things for Guyana in the fashion industry and pageantry wise, she dared me to enter the pageant. I'm like, ain't nothing to it. Them girls ain't got no side of brains. I'm smart. That was my initial reaction. Like, them girls ain't got it. Like, really? The one that can eat turtle eggs and try to preserve the turtles? Like, really? This is what I'm going up against? Nah, friend, I got this. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done. Because I was 19, full tomboy, cargo pants, and Converse with a tank top every single day.
Wow.
Never walked in heels. Like, I was a hot mess, minus the hotness.
So what was the name of that pageant, and what was basically the outcome?
All right, Miss Earth Guyana was that pageant. And I won. Like,
what year?
2010.
And you won?
And I won.
Wow.
The first tomboy one. First pageant off the bat. So, you know, of course, I'm high off of everything. I went to Vietnam for Miss Earth that year, 5 weeks. And by the second week, I was so homesick. My mother came with me, but I'd never been out of Guyana and on my own, even though my mother was in the country. They can't be with you when you're on these pageants. So it's like, I don't eat seafood. I'm allergic to seafood. I'm super picky when it comes to food. And like, they give you a buffet, and I swear to you, it's the exact same food every single day for the next 30 days. And I almost died out of sheer boredom. Like, I just couldn't. I could eat curry every day. I would not get bored.
That's my favorite food. Curry
but like,
I could eat that every day.
Continental food, I can't.
So what was next for Soyini after that Miss Earth pageant?
I did Miss World Guyana in 2011. I got first runner-up. Then I went to Europe. I did Miss Princess of the World, placed in the top 9.
Wow.
Won Best National Costume. Because Olympia's small Sonoram does most of my costumes. She's just
shout out to Olympia. Super dope.
And I did top model, Guyana Model Search, got first runner-up. Did Miss United Nations in 2012. Won that. Took a year off in 2013, just did my own thing. Did Miss Jam Zone, won the local and the international leg. Went to Thailand. I went to Thailand for Miss Grand International. I didn't place in that, but that country is so beautiful. Like, when I get married,
Thailand is it?
I already know Thailand is it, friend.
Whoever years
your pockets got deep, but Thailand is not cheap.
Yeah, Thailand. What about Philippines?
Like, the whole of Asia, apart from what the poverty and stuff that is very present there,
all over the world,
it's very beautiful. Like, it's so picturesque, and the water is just as blue and as clear as day. Some of the lakes are like hundreds of feet deep, and they look so shallow. It's beautiful. Like, I have seen the best of the world for just a plane ticket doing pageantry. And I'm a person that believes more in experiences than things. Okay. So that was an amazing way for me to start my adult life, basically.
So basically you would have done like about 10, 11 pageants in your
roughly words? 9 or 10. 9. Yeah,
so
about that.
Out of all of them, other than the first one, of course that's going to be a tough one. You know, which would you say was the toughest one? In your own words, like
tough to me. Miss Jam Zone was the toughest one. Why? Because you're in your home country. You do not want to lose at home. That was the toughest one for me. And you know, they do this reality show thing, and of course, everybody has their favorites. So it's just 3 girls. One of us is gonna win. The other 2 are not. And Guyanese, Guyanese, I love them. People dread.
Trust me, we can be the most pickiest sort of people. Like
people,
yeah, we don't play with that. You know, we definitely
do not.
So you know, what are some of the life lessons that you would have taken from competing in these pageants over the years?
The first thing to me is that you have to be able to have an open mind. You have to be able to be willing to accept someone else's point of view without necessarily saying that you're wrong. Because just because you see 6 and I see 9, that means any of us is wrong. Like,
that's a fact,
we have our own experiences, we have our own life and all of that. And, you know, the world is different everywhere we come from. Like, some people, when I was sharing with them how taboo it is in Guyana and the Caribbean in general to be someone of a homosexual persuasion, they don't understand what I mean. And I am like, son, it takes a special kind of strength to live in the Caribbean and want to be here if you have a certain sexual persuasion. And because they come from metropolitan states and stuff like that, they're like, oh, well, it should be against the law. I'm like, you don't understand what I mean. You know, things like that. So it teaches you to have an open mind. It teaches you that life comes at you fast. Like I've seen girls who are brilliant and beautiful and can hold a really good conversation, talk to a judge and be intimidated just because that person doesn't smile. Like they go completely blank, have 4 or 5 degrees and don't know what to say to somebody who probably just has 1 degree, you know?
That's crazy.
You have to be able to love yourself in your own skin. Sometimes people think they need to put on this show for everybody around them. Like,
and for society.
Yeah. Live your own truth. That's all you have to do.
Be yourself.
Because at the end of the day, when you're on your deathbed, do you really want to say that I lived for Tom, Dick, Harry, and not for him?
Exactly.
No.
You can only give, especially when you go to God, you can only be able to give accountability for yourself.
Exactly.
You're not going to be like, oh, Rhonda was this, she was good, and or my mom was.
I mean,
you're gonna it's just going to be about you.
Just you. You are the only one there.
You just actually mentioned Philippines. That's where you went in 2016 and represented Guyana, right?
It was the Miss Universe 2016, but it actually happened January of this year.
So what was that overall experience like?
I don't even want to sit here right now. Like in the Philippines, they have about 15 million people in that little country. And apart from that, they have the world's craziest fan base. The Philippines has over 200 pageants.
Wow, per year?
Per year. There's a Miss
everything. A Miss Local Rum.
When I tell you, every single pageant is met with a sold out crowd with great enthusiasm. Like, it's ridiculous. We stayed at a hotel. I couldn't even go to the washroom in the lobby and fix my makeup in peace. There are people camping out there. Because, you know, the hotel has like 2 shopping malls attached to it, restaurants 24/7. So people were just there waiting to get a glimpse of one of us. But I loved it though. It made you feel like this is what Rihanna's life is like. It's nice. I can't live it 24/7, but this is a lot of attention.
Nice. People coming up, can I have a picture?
You can't eat. Like there was this one time we went to dinner and I didn't eat lunch. Because I was at an event, and when I got there, like, there was nothing that I liked. So I was like, all right, cool. Dinner got me. I got there, and there's so many cameras flashing at you. Don't want a picture, like. So I sat there like, I swear to God, if somebody don't take this camera out my face. And the good thing about it is that the Miss Universe organization, they prepared for all that. So we got goodie bags every single day. We got a fresh goodie bag delivered to your hotel room. I'm a queen. Take home. No. Okay. You never fetch your own stuff. So that was cute. Like, I loved it. Ate too many chips though, but their stuff is amazing. Have you ever had dried, fried plantain chips or sweet potato? Well, bananas. Yeah, they have really sweet bananas and they dry them. Then they fry them. Then, you know, like how we make that slinky to put over matai? Yeah. They drench it in that. Like, it's so good. It's so good.
Just thinking about that.
Yes.
So, Soyini, if there was like a 19-year-old girl who basically had just given birth to her first child, would she still be eligible to take part in any pageantry?
Yeah, she would be eligible to take part in a pageant, just not the Miss. She would be able to take part in the Mrs. segment, which is
what is the difference? What is the difference?
Okay, a Miss is an unmarried young woman who was born naturally a female, has no children, has never given birth, whether it be a cesarean or natural birth. Wow. Is between the ages of 18, in some cases 17 to 25 years of age, of good moral standing, has never been arrested for anything.
Wow.
Or that they can prove.
All these disciplines.
Yeah, because
and you need to be sure if you're gonna win.
No, it's like I said before, little girls look up to us, so you have to give them something to strive for. I mean, all of us fall short of perfection every day, but we still get up and we still put on our clothes and our smiles on our faces and try. Because there's always somebody, whether we have children or not, who's looking to us for some source of inspiration.
That's a fact.
So she can take part in the Mrs. segment, which is for women that are married, divorcees, women with children, because what I like about the pageantry arena is that at any age, my grandmother could decide she wants to be Mrs. something tomorrow. Wow. And she can be, like, there is no limit.
But the Mrs. pageant is not as popular as the Miss pageants.
Not in Guyana, but overseas.
Really?
Like, okay, in the Latin American countries, like, you just can't beat them. Like, you
That's
can't.
A fact, yeah. That's a fact.
They train. If you were born and you have really good facial features as a baby, by the time you're 4 or 5, they already know if you're going to be a Miss or not,
Wow.
Miss Venezuela is made, honey. Like, I don't even be mad at them when they win pageants, because when you look at the amount of effort and
it's a
the
lifelong journey. Mm-hmm.
You're like, you know what, girl?
Just take it, girl.
Yeah, like, I want it, but I ain't gonna do all that.
You deserve it. Watching how they eat, watching what they drink, waking up with a smile.
I mean, we all do that, but they take it to the extreme. Yeah.
So, are you done with pageantry, or do you have your eyes set on a few more crumbs?
I'm Miss Universe Guyana, sweetie. I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
Wow. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
So, it's time for us to take another shot.
Ooh, I don't really do, but let's sample this, baby.
Yeah, I don't.
It's been there for a while.
Yeah, I'm not a brown type of person. Like, I'm not for the interracial drinking.
What?
Interracial drinking, mixing brown and white. I ain't up in the brown and white t-shirt at all.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm stealing that one at the next outing.
Cheers to you being
Miss
Universe 2016. Damn.
You good?
I'm good. I'm not, like, brown brings out the demon in me, like,
ooh.
I'm start beating up the wall, flicking on my head, all kind of crazy stuff. So, yeah, it's crazy.
You do good in a street dance.
Earlier on your intro, you did actually mention sisterhood.
Oh, yes.
A program which I personally have watched a couple of the episodes.
Which one is your favorite?
I just actually, hold on.
You don't really watch it now.
I watched it. I actually just watched 2 episodes yesterday. Oh, y'all was talking about the filters and why you gotta put it.
In the beauty X. Yeah.
I like the one. But Felice, I love Felice, and man, she's a natural on the show. Like,
yeah.
You're good, but Felice is like, she's like,
Felice just has some things she needs to get off her chest.
Yeah, she just like, Felice is dope on the show, man. Shout out to Felice. What was the main objective behind this show? Were you one of the creators of this show?
Okay, so there is a sisterhood radio show that happens once a month on The Hangout, which is Felice's show.
Okay.
But we decided, once a month, the response was so great for the radio aspect that we decided, you know what? Maybe we can take this to TV. And since I'm cute now, they asked me. It was myself, Leslyn Bob Semple, Ashaka King, Felice Robertson, and Katina Ben. And we all have vastly different personalities. Because while I am a queen, I will not put up with certain things. Like Felice is that sister that can just read you the Bible verse, but then gonna read you out after. Leslyn is the realist. Katina is the one that,
she's more conservative.
She's more reserved, and she just wishes that we can be a little less ghetto.
Yes. What about Ashaka?
Ashaka's a shaka. Like,
that's a shaka.
That's just a shaka. She brings it to you however she feels at the moment. And it is love. Like, to me, the thing that we don't get to show you that, I was always telling them, like, let's do a behind the scenes, a bloopers, a making of the sisterhood. Because we have so much fun. Y'all think we're outrageous on the things that actually make the show? Child. Definitely. If you heard some of the things that did not make the show,
definitely should do a bloopers. So was it a scripted show, or was all the questions like an impromptu questions?
We have a main topic, like the episode you spoke about, beauty. And under beauty, we wanted to examine some beauty tips and tricks for some of us, because we actually started the episode plain face with no makeup on, and then we magically appeared with this
makeup and hair and all this crazy stuff.
There's some people who have this crazy thing, to me, of what beauty is. But to me, beauty is simply a woman who's comfortable in her own skin.
Without the makeup, without the eye lashes.
No, not that. Like, I can be so comfortable during the day with my short hair and no makeup on and walk in a room and still command attention. Just like I can walk in a room with this bright sequin top and this full beach face and do the same thing. Like, beauty to me is confidence.
But do you think the makeup is necessary though? Do you think that?
Have you seen this cut crease? It is necessary. No,
I don't think it's necessary. One
of the great misconceptions that people have is that women wear makeup because they're ugly. Child, I can still see a man without this face. But for me, it's that whatever you like, you do that. Definitely. Be comfortable.
I know. I'm an advocate for whatever you want to do it to your best potential. Yeah. But I don't think it is necessary. It's like,
who are you?
No.
But
you was just saying you don't have to accept what I'm saying, but you have to respect it.
That is true.
Good, sir.
I'm kind of offended right now.
No, but I'm saying, like, the Guyanese culture, I've traveled a few countries around the world. Guyanese women are so beautiful, and now I'm seeing like the makeup era is just taking the Guyanese society. As a man, I don't think it's necessary. We have some of the most prettiest women in the world. Not like how it is right now. Not like how it is right now.
What you have to understand is that makeup and beauty is seasonal. Like, when I was in school, I found a photo of myself at 18 years with these bone thin, completely curved eyebrows.
It's seasonal in Guyana.
Oh my God. It's seasonal all over.
Not in America. Like, I've dated girls that soon the first thing they do, whether it's winter, summer, fall, spring, when they wake up in the morning, is go in front of the mirror and start dabbing on. No, it's like a culture.
To me, it's unique to every person. Like, I'm on the show tonight. I spent a good hour and 25 minutes precisely.
And did I compliment you on your makeup?
Yes, you did.
I didn't. I complimented you on your
did not? Well, now I'm offended again.
But remember, what happened the last time you came without makeup?
Well, I came without makeup, but I had my weave on.
Okay, and what happened? And what happened? What did I tell you?
He said I looked younger and prettier.
Exactly. So you see.
However, I like this, okay?
It's necessary.
To me, it depends, because women do makeup not to attract men. Like, I read this ridiculous article, had to be written by some ugly, unhappy person the other day, that says, men don't like women that wear too much of makeup. We don't wear it for you. We wear it for us. You know what I mean? Do you think I wear this amount of makeup for a man that can't tell the difference between Russian red and ruby woo? No, I do not.
I don't have a problem with it, but on a personal level, I don't think it's necessary.
It's not for you or for who you might date.
I don't think it's necessary.
Say that.
I don't think it's necessary.
To me,
like Guyanese women are so beautiful, and
makeup is not about being beautiful or being ugly.
No, but a lot of people wear it to enhance.
It's about understanding the artistry. Like, cut creases.
All right, good. Okay, good. So, I'm going to be your boyfriend. Okay, so you're going to wear the makeup and I'll wear the makeup. What now? What's going to happen?
Weekend girlfriend.
Huh?
Anyway, don't ask.
But you said it's not about beauty, it's not about enhancing, it's about artistry now. Okay, I'm seeing it in that point of view. Okay,
Are you an actor?
No, I'm not an actor.
Do you do stage plays?
No, but I'm into arts. I'm into arts. I'm into creating. So I want to wear makeup. I want to paint, and I want to have that. What's the name of it?
Do you want to be my boyfriend, or my
you just said something. It's not about.
There's a difference.
But you just said something. You just said it's not about enhancing. It's not about beauty. It's about.
I said it's about the artistry. Some people use it for different reasons.
Good. I'm gonna use it for the artistry.
Like, for me, you saw me without makeup the other day. Do I not look like the same person with makeup on right now?
Not really. You looked a little bit more aged.
You trying to tell me I old?
No, that's what the makeup does for you.
Well, yeah.
I told you that since the other day.
It does, but it doesn't.
It makes you look a little bit
It makes
older.
me look a little mature. Like I can say my name with an accent at the end.
Anyway, I don't have a personal problem.
I mean, to me, it's a beautiful way of self-expression.
And plus, if you're like a married man, like I am, and it messes up your clothes and then stuff like that.
You can't get blown.
You can't get blown. You cannot get blown.
Everybody in this town is wearing brown powder.
You can't get blown.
White shirts must never come out. Ever.
Yeah, you can't get blown. It's crazy. So, were you basically satisfied with the overall outcome from the SipNChat show?
We had so many requests and so many compliments. Like, girls and women. Some people hated it, of course. This one woman went on a complete rampage, and I was like, but why you mad though? Because if we had asked you to be on the show, you wouldn't have been mad.
Exactly, that's a fact.
Like, we never said that we are the relationship experts or the women experts. We have 6 different women with 6 completely different personalities, giving their personal point of views, their experiences, and a little advice where they see fit. Yeah. When asked for. We didn't just jump on this show, no.
It was a super dope show. Could we expect SipNChat?
Oh, you can expect it. Like, it's in the works, it's in the making. Some of the things, like, a lot of the shows, and I look back at it, I'm like, did I actually say that? Like,
did y'all let me say that? Did you guys have, like, drinks on set and stuff? Were you drinking, like, or was
some days we would order food. We literally finished shooting, and then an hour, 2 hours later, we still there having a full-blown argument or a discussion over a topic. Like, I don't know. Like, certain things, people have different opinions on.
Definitely.
Like, for me, if me
and you don't have to accept it, but you have to respect it.
You have to respect it.
You don't have to accept it.
You can use them out of your mind, because sometimes
Yeah. Definitely.
It was fun to make. It was fun to listen to the young people, especially for the nudes episode. Like, I just don't understand this sex challenge among secondary school children. When I saw that, well, nobody sent it to me because my friends already know. I just block and delete people right quick. Please try me. So when I saw that and these young girls think it's okay, like, this is not America. You ain't gonna make no money being a whole hair boo. Don't. And even if you do, at the end of the day,
you ain't gonna make no money being a whole hair.
But for real though.
Playing it straightforward.
Yeah. So, and then there's so many things to it. Like, they can take the nude selfies either way. So my advice would just be, don't take it on the dirty mirror.
I've never taken a nude selfie. I've never.
So we lying now?
No, we're not lying. I've never. I probably would like to.
But just accept them though.
Not at this age.
How old are you?
30. Not at this age. Like, it's something you don't ask for anymore.
No, you don't ask. Hello, you don't ask. These people just drop these things in your inbox.
It depends on the type of person you are also.
Well, I guess, because I hear people doing all these outrageous things, and I don't get these things. Because I already know, like, why you want to upset me with what little you have to offer?
You know what has turned me on? When somebody lay down, like, a female would lie down in her bed and, like, take a picture of, like, my book, on one of my books on her chest. That shit has turned me on.
It sounds sexy.
You're really reading. Does sound sexy. You're reading. Wow, plus you're reading my book. That's a turn on. Don't send me no picture of your ass. That's
after you're done trying to 5 apps to Photoshop.
Like Valencia. I think you said your favorite one was Valencia.
No, I said every little red girl out there, just test out this Valencia.
When
they walk in the room, Valencia don't come with
Valencia,
them.
That's what you said. Valencia don't come. Valencia stay outside, I remember you said something about Valencia.
So, to say these things?
What's next for Soyini?
Right now, I am working on our family business, which is Lady Fraser Enterprises. I'm working on a couple of new projects. Of course, I'm pursuing the Lady Fraser Foundation for Empowerment. We're doing school stuff in Cane Grove and other outreaches. And I'm definitely going to pursue the Elderly Guyana Citizens Project because I feel that the old people have so much to offer. Plus, when I old, I really want somebody to look after me.
You want them to send you?
I want nobody. Well, I plan to be one of these old ladies that, you always got this one granny that you can't stand she, but she got the purse, you gotta deal with it.
You gotta keep her around.
I plan to be one of them.
Definitely gotta keep it. We actually didn't mention anything about In the Zone, and that was something that you was actually...
That was my 2015 baby.
Yeah. Did you discontinue it, or is it just on pause?
What happened, I jumped from In the Zone straight into Miss Guyana International. Then 2016 came, and I was caught up in life, basically, dealing with a whole bunch of things. But I want to revamp it to do like an internet series.
Okay.
To do a little twist on it, like a little beauty stuff, a little trending topics thing. Kind of like a variety show, but with me.
Okay.
Different wigs, different personalities, definitely different makeup.
Like a Split. You saw the movie Split with the guy that 23 different.
It was so disappointing.
The last part, right?
Oh,
like, that's like naive, like
I
impossible.
love
the movie
James.
was good, but then the last part was like make believe. It's like impossible. Like they ran out of ideas,
full
and then
stop. They just like full stop right there.
You know, like this. Stupid, like
that was my since last year when I saw the ad, like
the trailer,
I loved him.
Super dope.
So I'm like, him being a bad guy is actually gonna be interesting. 23 personalities.
23. It's actually possible. It's actually
I know it's possible.
Yeah. Like for me, I would say I have like about 6 different personalities.
I only got 2.
Two. I got about 6.
Not hungry.
Yeah. Now I'm bipolar. I got so much. And it's a good thing sometimes.
But why though? Can we examine that?
I would say it depends on the person I'm dealing with.
So which personality you got right now?
This is the intoxicated personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a daytime, a nighttime, a showtime.
You ever read the book, The Curious Case of Benjamin Jekyll and Dr. Hyde?
No, I watched the movie.
You watch a movie? Well, it's something like that, but with 4 different personalities. Sometimes you want to be good, sometimes you want to be bad, sometimes you want to be in between, sometimes you want to be cool.
I just call that being Soyini. Like, I don't have 6 different... I just call that one person.
So, before we go, what are some of the advice that you would give to young aspiring beauty queens that's coming up that may be watching this?
Stay in school. Like, education is
key.
Everything.
Yeah, it's the key.
It is. Like, when you have an education, it makes it so easy to flip the script and answer anything, to control an interview, you know. And
like what she's doing, like she came on the show and she basically took charge. Like, I barely said a couple of words. Like, education.
Yeah, it is key. Listen to your elders. Like, when you get into this field, it's always important. I have my mother. Have an adult that you trust that always has your best interest at heart. Because in this game, in these streets, friend, like everybody you meet wants you to be somebody other than who you are. So you need to have somebody that grounds you. And never, ever go overseas, especially in this day and age, without completely researching where you're going.
Definitely.
Have testimonials from people who have been there. Like, I've asked girls who have seen advertised on a pageant page, how was this experience? How was that? That's how I choose which pageant to go to and which not to go to. Even which show to do and which show not to do, you know? Because you never can tell.
So you actually did your research on Intoxicated?
Of course. Shaka said she had so much fun in this show like a month or so ago.
Yeah, Shaka. So
she's
Shaka.
like, girl, I left there, was so tipsy.
Yeah, she actually hit me up the next day, Jamal, what did you put in my drink? Jamal, did you put something like
wow.
like,
we have a sisterhood chat group on WhatsApp, and that night Ashaka was
lit. She was like, what happened? You see, like when you came and you sat down and you was getting comfortable. Like since we went to the shop, Ashaka began eating the watermelon, the Jello shot.
No.
And she began chunking it down. Oh, this tastes good. This tastes good. And before you know it, she was intoxicated.
Yeah, them Jello shots that do.
Yeah, that's why we actually discontinued. Like it usually get me tipsy now. So you actually came, you had some coconut rum, you had some 5-year-old.
Yes.
Are there any of your friends that you would like to nominate to have this intoxicated experience?
Who do I want to put in the chocolate box? I would say my sisterhood girls.
Okay.
Of course, Felice Robertson. Well, Ashaka's been before.
Yeah. Leslie's not here. She was supposed to be on the show. I think she migrated.
We can catch it, don't worry.
Yeah, we can catch it, Leslie. Yeah.
Katina Ben.
Definitely.
And my friend who does launch her own makeup artistry this just recently, Malika Henry. She's amazing at what she does. She's teaching classes now. So let's have some more beat faces on set.
Yeah, we do. We definitely will try to get them. So thanks for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You know, thanks for tuning in.
Wait, let me finish this.
Okay, definitely.
Cheers. To a good show.
Yep. Thanks for tuning to yet another episode of Intoxicated, the SipNChat Show. The online commercial-free podcast where we promote local talent, locally consumed beverages. And please remember to subscribe. I am your host, Chad Adams, aka GT Gold Boy. You know, my guest, Miss Soyini Fraser.
Hi.
Until next time.
Bye.
Ciao.
Look at the kid.